Hello everyone and welcome back to my official The GH24 News YouTube channel. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we begin, hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Jason Morgan will hang to make Cyrus vanish while Carly Spencer and Jack Brennan go on a date. Jocelyn Jacks will also get fractured, so let's talk about what's coming up in Port Charles. For starters, Kai Taylor will praise Trina Robinson when she offers some good words to live by. Trina and Kai will grow closer as Trina passes along some helpful advice. Meanwhile, Elizabeth Baldwin will tell Lucky Spencer that they might be further down than ever, so it sounds like she'll solicitude about lapses when it comes to putting Cyrus back behind bars. Of course, we also have to address the drama that just erupted thanks to Jason, who slogged in Charlie's cantina and advised Cyrus to get his hands off Danny Morgan. Jason will advise that if Cyrus touches Danny again, they'll no way find his body. Cyrus might deliver a trouble of his own in response, indeed if it's most probably a veiled one mixed in with all his usual religious talk. Once the sweepstakes winds down, Jason will have an important discussion with Danny. It could lead to Jason stressing the significance of staying down from Cyrus, or differently Danny could face the same fate as Sam McCall. Danny could put Jason on the spot if he pushes his pater to go beyond pitfalls and actually exclude Cyrus, so we'll see how Jason might reply. This could also be a chance for Jason to come clean about posing as Sasha Gilmore Corbin's baby daddy, since he's decided he can't lie to his son about this. While Christina Corinthos Davis and Isaiah Gannon have a cling session, Alexis Davis will turn to Tracy Quartermaine for a favor across city. In the meantime, Carly will enjoy a night out with Brennan, so it'll presumably be a date whether they call it one or not. Brennan and Carly aren't fighting their passions presently, so they'll spend some time flirting and strengthening their connection. At the Port Charles Grill, Nina Reeves will admit that what she's about to say to Willow Corinthos is easy. The shows structure this up like Nina might confess to sleeping with Drew Quartermaine, but there's no guarantee she'll authentically slip that news and threat blowing up her relationship with Willow. Next, it looks like Jocelyn will get fractured, taking some new way in her Cyrus disquisition. Will Jocelyn get caught poking at Austin's old property now that Brennan has supplied the address? Whatever the case, Anna Devane will push for an explanation and eventually deliver a stern warning. After Anna insists this little game could bring Jocelyn her life, she'll stopgap Joss listens and backs off. Our prognostications allude that Jocelyn is only going to dig her heels in and fight indeed harder to get justice for Dex Heller, so stay tuned for updates on her plans. Jocelyn could land in further peril than she bargained for down the road. Christina shows up a little late to Charlie's, and brings Elizabeth with her. Lucky tells her that she just made it in time for the evening rush. Christina informs Lucky that Liz saved her from committing a murder and explains what happened at the domain with Ava. Still, she thinks her pater may be suitable to beat Ava at her own game with this information. Christina takes a leave to make a call to her pater. And Isaiah arrives. He tells Lucky that Sidwell is in city, but Lucky formally knows. Lucky says he's trying to steer clear of him, but Isaiah says, unfortunately, not everyone is planning to do that. Across the bar, Gio tells Emma that Trina is bringing Kai as a favor to him, so she needs to play effects cool. Emma is eager to get the big man on lot to speak up against beast testing and atrocity. Kai arrives with Trina, and she introduces him to Emma and Gio. Emma incontinently says she has an offer for Kai, and wouldn't be taking no for an answer. They all sit down, and Emma asks Kai to attend a benefit for her association, Scholars Against Animal Cruelty. She'd also love for him to give a speech and join the commission. On the spurt back to Port Charles, Natalia notes for a fake business trip, they made a lot of deals, thanks to Sonny's connections on Rodeo Drive. Sonny gets a call from the cardiologist, who gives him some good news. After new reviews, he doesn't need a trendsetter. He still has to control his stress, take his drug, and have surgery to repair the damage from the projectile to his heart. He relays to her the croaker wants him to have it within 3 months, and it'll mean a many weeks of recovering. He's going to do it in LA so nothing finds out. Natalia says she's then for him if he needs her. He appreciates that and owes her. Sonny takes a call from Christina, who says they need to talk about Avery. She tells him what happened with Ava in the domain, and that Rick saved the day. Christina says she can swear, along with Liz, that Ava tried to abduct Avery. Sonny says his airplane is about to land, and she's breaking up, so they'll talk when he's back. Sonny gives Natalie an update on what Christina told him. He notes that indeed if he wins guardianship of Avery, he can't cut Ava out of her life, as it's not what's stylish for her. Natalia says this is the type of stress he needs to be avoiding. Natalia hates Ava, but asks if she's a good mama. Sonny admits she loves Avery, and Avery loves her. Natalia suggests he compromise with Ava, because that would help a long, drawn-out, stressful trial. However, do it for Avery, if he doesn't want to do it for himself. At the Quartermain manse, Danny asks Rocco for further information on Cyrus, but Rocco doesn't. Rocco realizes he no way should have told Danny about Cyrus, and he can't do anything about the Joe as it could get Chase and his pater in trouble. Danny says Cyrus killed his mama, so he needs to find him. At the Port Charles Grill, Sasha throws a drink in Cody's face and tells him to stay out of her life. She storms out, and Jason tells Felicia that he knows her intentions were good. Jason also tells Cody what happens coming is between him and Sasha, and it doesn't involve Cody. Jason walks out, and Cody knows he blew it again. Felicia says he did. Cody tells Felicia that he wants to make Sasha's life easier, but is just making effects worse. Felicia knows he was in love with Sasha, and seeing her move on is hard. She also knows he's been making numerous miscalculations and getting into trouble. Cody thinks he's been intruding up with Sasha because he still wants to be her idol, as it's all he can be. Felicia suggests, do you have to be Sasha's idol, or could you be someone additional? At their table, Willow harangues to Nina and Martin that she doesn't know why everyone hates Drew yet loves Jason, the career miscreant. She knows Drew would no way treat her like Jason treats Sasha, as Drew actually loves her. Martin returns to the content of chancing dirt on Michael that they can use in family court. Willow doesn't suppose there's anything to find. Nina asks Martin if Willow's involvement with Drew will beget a problem for her case. Martin says that given everything is out in the open now, it shouldn't. Willow realizes she and Drew don't need to hide presently. Cyrus interrupts them and asks to speak with Martin. They go off to an alcove where Cyrus cries to Martin that Lulu misknew his intentions towards her, and he needs help getting back into the family fold. He needs to talk to Lucky and asks Martin to come with him to Charlie's. Cyrus begs him to do this, to be a family. Meanwhile, Nina tries to move Willow that it'll look bad if she carries on this affair with Drew while her hubby is recovering from Bex. Martin returns and says he needs to depart, but he won't respond to Michael's request per their discussion, and he'll poke around in Michael's closet for dirt. Formerly alone again, Willow tells Nina she can't keep lying and that she's going to be open and honest about her passions for Drew. Willow harangues about Sasha and knows Nina has a good relationship with her, but she doesn't understand how Nina can forgive her for all her falsehoods. Nina says there have been times she's demanded remission, and there will be further times in the future. Nina says people lie to cover themselves and the people they love. Willow understands when your choices are bad, lying seems to be the stylish choice. Willow says she and Michael both kept effects from one another, and she doesn't want to do that with Drew. She knows he'd no way keep secrets from her. Nina tells Willow she understands how she could fall for Drew because the scene ends.